Hong Kong International Arbitration Centre, HKIAC, among the top 4 in the world for dispute resolution.
Hong Kong has always been a major commercial investment financing hub. So all of this commercial activity necessarily leads to disputes, and a lot of those disputes involve parties from different jurisdictions, and arbitration is the most effective dispute resolution mechanism when you're dealing with cross-border transactions.
The HKIAC carries out arbitration, mediation, hearing services and domain filings with continual demand for professional services.
So arbitration, we have a steady demand, and last year we saw our record year in terms of number of cases. Mediation is also a steady demand for mediation. And so in terms of finding the professionals we need, well, we're lucky because in Hong Kong you have a deep pool of expertise. A lot of our cases involve Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, and you can find a lot of people in Hong Kong who are proficient in that language. While a lot of our work is based here in Hong Kong, we also have work based in Europe, the US, ASEAN countries, the South Pacific, so there's no outer limit.
The HKIAC sees itself as perfectly placed for dispute resolution across multiple industries related to the Belt and Road Initiative.
When you're thinking about a Belt and Road dispute, you're really thinking about a case that involves a mainland Chinese element, often a Chinese state-owned enterprise or a sovereign wealth fund or a bank, and they are exporting usually financing but also other investment into other jurisdictions, often emerging markets, and often into large infrastructure projects. So the possibility of disputes arising is very high. The most common type of dispute is a contract debt. So you may have a financing arrangement and payment has not been made, or you may have a contract where there are payments that are due at the completion of certain events. An event is completed and payment is not made.
The HKIAC also sees the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area Development Plan as an area to provide services sometimes linked to those on the Belt and Road.
The key elements in those two projects are dispute resolution involving mainland Chinese parties and non-mainland Chinese parties. And that's exactly where Hong Kong and HKIAC fit perfectly.
A spike in demand for virtual hearings due to COVID-19 has prompted HKIAC to act quickly with an extended dimension in the way services can be provided with a view for the future.
A major element of e-hearings is video conferencing, and that can either be done through an IP-based connection or it can be done over one of the main platforms. So in April and May, we saw 85% of our hearings become either fully or partially virtual. A real change in what we were seeing in terms of demand, and I think that that's going to continue going forward because parties see that there is a huge cost saving.
Whether virtual or in person, HKIAC aims to remain among the world's best for dispute resolution.